The American dream, it's the idea of homeownership. It's the realization of getting ahead in life financially. It's the foundation to build a better future. But now, many Americans cannot fulfill this dream. It's happening. Now, we've seen prices in the housing market increase over the past few years, and this has made it brutal, especially for middle-class buyers. The recent article that went viral about a week ago says that about 44% of single-family homes that were purchased by institutional investors in 2023. I mean, what? How is this possible? No wonder the prices keep going up. But this is really happening by these corporations, and then they turn these houses into rentals. And this creates a shortage of homes available to buy, and many middle-class people seem to be left with no choice other than leaning towards paying somebody some rent. But are corporations really responsible for these crazy price increases that we've seen? Are corporations really stealing the American dream of buying a house and owning one? If so, what can we do about it to resolve this issue? That's what today's video is all about. We're going to answer these questions, and trust me when I say this, guys, it is a rabbit hole. Now, if you didn't already know, I'm Jerry Pincus, your real estate expert, and I'm here to help you to avoid the pitfalls that are costly. Now, today, corporations are not the only ones that are responsible for these price hikes. There are several other factors like inflation, rising interest rates, the pandemic, and supply and demand issues. Now, these have all contributed to the current state of the housing market. But the fact is, these corporations are buying up single-family homes, and this is indeed a major factor throttling back the American dream of homeownership. Now, these aren't the average mom and pop investors, guys. We're talking about massive corporations with deep pockets. And there are several tiers to this. Institutional investors come in various forms. The private equity firms, they're known for aggressive investment strategies, and these are the significant players. The real estate investment trusts, the REITs, R-E-I-T-S, they pull investor money together to buy and manage real estate, and they're also actively acquiring single-family homes. Now, unlike individual buyers, institutional investors are not slowed down by rising interest rates. These are cash buyers. This allows institutional investors to continue to buy even more homes while pricing out individual buyers. And these corporations are squirreling away houses, and they're stockpiling them. But the big advantage that these corporations have over the average affordable home buyer is that they're paying cash up front. But another big issue is since they have cash to burn, that these big corporations are sometimes willing to pay builders more money for a house than the house could be sold for directly to consumer. Imagine that. Average folks with today's traditional mortgage rates obviously just can't compete with that. And this creates a major uneven playing field, squeezing out middle-class buyers even further because most of these buyers need financing. When corporations buy a significant number of houses in an area, they can control the rental rates, and they will limit the availability of homes for purchase in that area. Now imagine a quiet suburban neighborhood. Suddenly, a large corporation comes up and buys half the houses on the street. This can lead to rent increases in the remaining rentals, and then demand increases. Additionally, fewer houses on the market for purchase, overall homeownership rates in that neighborhood could decline. Now, this creates a situation where many people are forced to rent, even if they don't want to. Let's say about 5 companies own about 85% of the houses in a community. They're in control of the rental and other things in that neighborhood. Problem is the rest of the landlords, most likely they're going to copy what others are doing. You see a problem here? But wait, there's more, because these corporations are profit-centric entities. They get houses rented to generate hefty amount of passive income. Now, this is where corporations are stealing the American dream of homeownership. The idea of carefree renting forever is heavily marketed. The younger generation is getting brainwashed by these corporations to believe that the American dream is not to own, but to lease a house. But you see this in the news everywhere, and they keep on repeating similar script every time to spread this silly propaganda. You'll own nothing and be happy, while they create wealth for the shareholders. They'll say things like, you don't have to worry about taxes, or you can have an active, free lifestyle. Now, I've said it before, if you don't own your future, someone else does. Institutional investors don't want you to own that house because they want to own that affordable home. They want you to live in a rental, paying them rent forever. This way they can ensure passive income for the rest of your life. Unfortunately, this is a fact for much of the population today. Now think about this. Every month's rent payment going towards someone else's mortgage that you never own. So you're essentially building wealth for the landlord, not yourself. And this lack of equity will affect your long-term financial security. Can you imagine how hard it's going to be to live on Social Security alone if your house is not paid for? Corporations are creating monopolies, and this will continue until the government applies some sort of regulations to stop these institutional investors from buying houses in bulk in any given community and then turn them into rentals. Fortunately, there are ongoing discussions for regulations to address this corporate buying issue. But my question for you is, what will make these homes affordable for individual middle-class buyers? What do you think? I want to let you know that you can do something, if you are in this situation? Well, you alone can't change the big corporations' plans. However, affordable homes do exist in the market. If you're persistent enough, you can find and buy a solid home for yourself. You know how I know this? Because corporations cannot buy all the houses. But don't get hosed because of what somebody said online. You really need to understand where to look and what to avoid. Do your research. Research is not a Google search, guys. I'll say it again. Research is not a Google search. Don't do it the old-fashioned way because all of your competition is looking on the internet there too. That's not where all the action is, because today someone is buying a property that was never in the MLS and was never posted online. But just knowing where and when someone is going through a divorce or a probate, they could be motivated to sell. It's an amazing fact that there are brand new home developments that are way above average, $50,000 less than the same exact home in another community. We've taken our clients there and they're thrilled, but this stuff is not posted online. Just know that the deal of the decade happens about once a week, guys. Stay prepared to scoop that deal up once it hits the market. I hope you found all this information helpful, and if you did, guys, please like and share this video with your friends and family. I truly appreciate everybody watching and commenting on my videos. I'm Jerry with Jerry Pincus Real Estate Experts. My team is here to help you, so give us a call at 843-839-9870. We're here to help you find your hidden gem and avoid those pitfalls that are costly. So until next time, stay happy, stay educated, and I'll talk to you soon.